Okay, this will be a boring piece, but we can try and make it look nice. Boring as batshit, but anyway, let's see if we can make it look any good. Alright. I don't know how big we're going to make this. We're going to make it 100, start with that setting. We're going to make it into a negative image. So it's going to be an interesting take on this one, hopefully. I don't know what background colour this one is going to have. Going to make it yellow. I'm going to make it contrasty. And the copy density, I think, will stay in the middle. Actually, no, it won't. We can't have that. And we're going to get rid of the contrast. Going to keep the contrast. We're going to do it a bit differently. The copy density is going to go dark. We're not going to use red, green, whatever. The hue might need to change, but we'll soon find out and see how this will turn out with these settings. Sort of feeling hot at the moment, folks. It's a bit humid in here, which is a pain in the ass. Anyway, let's see. Sorry, I just had to scratch myself. Let's see what we've got to present. Got here, Bell Property. Okay, it's another real estate junket. Another piece of real estate publication. Don't know how people afford their own homes, how people can be rich. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing. Now, this thing isn't going to... I can't show you where the writing is because it's sort of stuck under there. So, yeah, some of the camera work isn't going to be good. I'm trying to just avoid the actual writing on the page. So I'm just trying to line this up straight. Trying to get this straight. Sorry, I can't show you exactly everything blow by blow. Actually, we're going to drop it. Oops, that was a bit hard, a bit rough. I thought I lost my settings for a moment. Let's see how we go with this. But yeah, it's hard. That's the funny thing about life. It's hard to become a rich person. But to be a rich person is an easy life. But to be a poor person is an easy thing to do. But being poor is a difficult life. So yeah, it's interesting that. And we have got the writing, and I think we should have slipped it over to the side. For some reason I did it like that. I don't know why I overlapped there because there's no writing down that side. So I'm just going to push it up. And the yellow looks good, bad, and I don't like the colour, the hue of the blue. So I'm wondering if we can just improve upon this. But yeah, I just find that it's like that with life. That if you're poor, life is hard, but it's harder to be, as I said, it's harder to become a rich person by having a job and having a good life and working hard, and it's easy to live. You get everything given to you on a fucking platter. Whereas when you're poor, it's easy to be poor, to be a failure, for example. But not all poverty is the result of an actual failure. But basically, it's easy. But the life you live as a poor person is bloody difficult. You know, it's funny that. I don't understand why life has to be like that for a lot of people. I mean, shit. I wish the world could be fairer. You know, I wish everyone had a chance to make it big or make it at least enough that they can live happily and comfortably on. I don't like seeing people having to suffer, especially for the rich, because the rich don't like the poor as a general rule, and I guess the kick in the guts for the rich is that the poor don't like the rich. So there's always this sense of warfare, this class warfare in the classes. And usually the rich people oh, there, we got some of that writing at the bottom. Like the rich people typically don't want to help the poor people and allow them to die on the street. But the poor people, when they retaliate against the rich, they use knives or guns or something, a weapon. So the rich have got the police on their side as well, usually, and the rich have their power, their fucking power, and the poor people can often kill the rich in certain circumstances. So it's a real tug of war between the classes, and there's different ways that they attack and whatever. It's like that. It's really sad that we have to have this kind of behaviour in this modern world. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get rid of that bloody writing on the bottom. So I'm wondering if we're going to... I'm just going to move it down a bit. We just slipped it down. I don't know how far down we're going to make it. So I'm just going to slide it down about there. So it's not a fair world we live in. There doesn't seem to be any decency. I wish, that the world can be for everyone, that everyone has a chance to make a difference for themselves, but not just for themselves, but for other people. There shouldn't be a have and have not culture in this world. It should all be that everyone can contribute, and people who've got talent can help other people, and that money doesn't have to be the only currency that we use. It'd be nice if people had talents that they can swap. That one person needs a computer fixed, and the person who can fix the computer needs to have something else done that they can't do. So basically, that maybe they've got a piece of jewellery that is broken, and the person with the broken computer can fix jewellery. And basically they can interchange they can trade their talent, and they don't have to spend money on it. They just be glad that they got that one person got the computer fixed and the other person got the jewellery fixed. So there's different ways of doing things, and I just hate the way everything has to be done in the form of currency, money. And I just hate the way the rich just control that and make it so. When we should be allowed to barter, we should be allowed to trade our abilities. What is the point in this world of having talented people when people who are talented don't have enough money to use their talent? I mean, this is my talent here in front of you, this photocopier, but I've had to spend a lot of money on this fucking machine to get so you can have these videos. And basically, if I was on the street, where would I put a fucking photocopier? So if I was on the street, I'd just be another talented person unable to realise my full potential. I'm living on borrowed time, folks, as well. Where I'm living and how I'm living isn't something I can do for the rest of my life. I've got work to do. I've got important things that need to be done, and I want to one day design a new generation of copier system, and I want to contribute to mankind as well. But this looks interesting. I think now we can call this demo quits, but you get my drift, folks. We've got to make this world a fairer world. Otherwise, there's just no point in living. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Gotta go.